Another day, another story. The couple, Mark and Sarah, were looking for a romantic getaway and decided to visit a quaint little town in the mountains. They found a cozy cabin online and booked it for a week-long stay. On their first night, they were woken up by a strange tapping sound on the window. They thought it was just a branch, so they went back to sleep. But the next night, the tapping returned, and this time, it was accompanied by a low whisper. Mark got up to check it out, but there was no one outside. They tried to ignore it, but every night, the tapping and whispering grew louder and more persistent. One night, Sarah decided to investigate. She walked outside and saw a figure in the distance, standing in the shadows. She called out to it, but it didn't respond. Suddenly, it darted off into the woods, disappearing from sight. The next day, they went into town and asked the locals about the strange occurrences. They learned that the cabin they were staying in had a dark history. It was built on the site of an old asylum, and the patients who had died there were said to haunt the area. Mark and Sarah were terrified, but they didn't want to cut their vacation short. They decided to stay and make the best of it. However, things only got worse. One night, they woke up to find the cabin filled with a thick fog. They couldn't see anything, and the tapping and whispering were louder than ever. Suddenly, they heard footsteps approaching, and the door creaked open. A figure stepped inside, dressed in old-fashioned hospital clothes. It was one of the asylum's former patients, now a ghostly apparition. The couple tried to run, but the ghost pursued them relentlessly through the cabin. They eventually found themselves trapped in a small closet, hiding in fear. The ghost was outside, scratching at the door, trying to get in. Just when they thought it was over, the scratching stopped, and they heard the sound of footsteps walking away. When they emerged from the closet, they found the cabin empty. The ghost had vanished, and they were left shaken and traumatized. They left the cabin early the next day and never returned, vowing to never speak of the experience again. Thank you again for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll be sharing more helpful videos and information to help you stay safe and secure.